that's how you want to play it.
Yo, what is up everyone? Wolf here, with a special build video for you today. Now, I'm a big Destiny fan, and I have been ever since the Destiny 1 beta, long time ago. Right now, the community over there is a little angry, a little rough in Destiny right now. Bungie made some decisions that probably weren't the best, not everyone agrees with, but I'm not going to get into too much detail. Because of all of this, it made me want to build something that reminded me of a happier time in Destiny. Now I'm referring to Season of the Forge, better known as the Black Armory. If you were a madman like myself, you could grind out weapon frames, and it would give you a special exotic ship. That ship is known as the Platinum Starling. Now before we get into the build, if you haven't already joined the Wolf Pack, smash that subscribe button. Hit the bell next to it to stay up to date with all of my latest content. This week, Ark Survival Ascended will be dropping on Xbox, and we will definitely be checking that one out. In my last video, I also talked about a professional studio mic that I'm giving away. This thing is a $200 value package, and all you have to do to enter is join the Discord. I'll put the link for that in the description. Now let's get into the build. Apologies up front. I forgot to change the color before recording this rebuild, so if things are difficult to see due to the darker colors, I'm sorry. But it's best to start in the middle here. Grab yourself 2 of the 1x1 companionways. This will act as our main ladder/hallway for entering and exiting the ship. Attach 2 2x1 habs of your choice. I like to use the workshop and the control station to increase crew space. Once that bit has been assembled, you can attach the landing bay and surrounding caps to shape out the bottom. Don't worry about that rear landing gear, we'll come back for him. Next, go ahead and get your reactor and grav drive combo in place. You will need to return these wings with some help with a little merging glitch. If you need a detailed video on how to do all the glitching and tricks you see in this video, check out my other video, Shipbuilding 101. Card for that will be on the screen now. Now that those are back in place, we can add in the rear landing gear, now that it has a snap point to attach to. I'm going to remove these caps and come back to them in a second. But now that we have our main section done, we can move on to the top. Here you can add in more shroud caps as well as the cockpit and the docker. Once you have everything on top in place, we can return to those extra caps. These are acting like engine blast shields, as seen on the original design. But on the original, they may have just been like some different looking or different types of engines. I'm not 100% sure. Even if they were different types of engines, there are no engines that are that shape in Starfield, so this was the best option in my opinion. Here you can go ahead and add on 2 3x1 habs to the front like so. I chose a living quarters and an all-in-one, as the only other option is an engineering bay, which doesn't have a whole lot inside it, and I like to use habs that I can actually get some function out of on top of looking good. Now we're building out the nose pieces using the Nova Cowlings, and a simple stacking glitch will get these to share a snap point pretty easily. Now I just want to let you all know how much it absolutely kills me that I cannot put this into a perfect angled point like on the original ship. I'm gonna throw a freaking party if and when Bethesda or a mod allows me to actually make the shapes that I want. Now that you've completed that on both sides, we can turn our attention to the mid-wing sections. These are mainly made up of cowlings, Stroud Cap Ds, and where you can add some cargo. I chose the StorMax 60s as they offer some of the most storage space while not adding too much mass. I wanted to keep my mobility at 100, but if that doesn't bother you, then these can easily be swapped out for something that offers a little bit more space. Go ahead and attach the Nova Cowlings, but leave space for your cargo. Now, if you're following in exactly what I'm doing with my design, you won't be able to place in the cargo yet as there's no snap point, so just set those aside and we'll move on. Go ahead and slide in the 2 front landing gear. With a little flip glitch, you'll be able to put the Nova Cowling back in place. Now we can add the tail fins and these long struts off the back. Flip glitching can sometimes lead to these weird snap points. Just select the piece again and it'll move right back into place. Okay, now on to the wings. First, grab your building block and give yourself space to attach your cargo. This will only be a temporary snap point, just to allow us to attach the wings. You'll then need to add on pieces in this order. First, the Shroud engine bracer, then the Deimos wing, followed by a stacking glitch to merge the Nova cowling into place. Then you'll need to attach the second cowling, snapped here, followed by the two Shroud caps B and C. Repeat this process on the other side, and you're finished. Now I'm going to add the weapons, the shield, and show you where you can hide some fuel tanks. I went with the Vanguard weapons, as these are some of the best laser weapons in the game. They also have one of the highest fire rates, one with higher shield damage and one with higher hull damage. That way in combat I can switch between the two and never have to run out of any kind of weapon. I also added some Reza 300 turrets. I put these in a very odd place, but I wanted to, 1, hide them, and 2, the original design has these large gun-looking pieces off the side under each wing, so I wanted mine to act as guns too. The game was allowing me to snap these in a place that I didn't think possible. But by just using a flip glitch, I was able to hide them down near the front landing gear. I guess the nice thing about turrets is that they can be flipped, so it worked out in the end. After that, you're done. Now I tried to capture the paint job as best I could with the reds and the blacks, but the original has a lot of Black Armory logos on it. Maybe one day we'll be allowed to add decals and things, like GTA or Need for Speed when you build your own car. I mean, who wouldn't want flames on their ship, right? Okay, time for a little interior walkthrough. Now, like I said in the beginning, I have the workshop hab, the control station hab for the crew space, and just some more living spaces. This ship has a little bit of everything, really. If you wanted to add more cargo, it could be one of the best fighter-freighter builds I've ever made. I will definitely be rocking this ship for a while. You could also add some portholes for windows along these living quarters if you wanted some more quote-unquote natural lighting. But that about does it for another build guide. Don't forget to drop a like if you enjoyed the video, and also don't forget to join the Discord. That winner for the giveaway will be picked next week, so there's still plenty of time to get in on the action. Subscribe as well if you haven't already. My team and I will be diving into Ark for the first time in a while, so there's bound to be some crazy shenanigans happening there. You won't want to miss that. But that's all for me for now. Wolf, out!